Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good day. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your weekend metals update for Friday, and this is the 26th of May, 2017. So as we're coming into the end of trading today, and we're right now pushing, let's call it around the 135, 140 time frame, you've got the gold market up, but you're going to settle around the 1268.10 zone, but that's still a nice rally in this market, up 1240. Nothing wrong with that at all. Silver market up, keeping dollar-wise right with it, up about 16 cents. The copper market slipping back again. And the platinum and palladium markets were getting a bit of a zip today as well. And that's even with the dollar rebounding after yesterday's big decline. There's not a lot going on in the stock indices as the traders are pretty comfortable right now going into the weekend with how the market's done, which is basically at all-time highs. You're getting a bounce in the energy markets off of the idea that maybe the decline on Thursday was a bit overdone, getting a little bit of traction in those against the 18-day average of closes. Now let's go to a monthly chart first and see the overall big picture. And I contend this is a major downtrend line, and this is your support line right now. Now some people can also start taking some other lines and they might connect other zones. I'm comfortable with these. And what we have is a market that for months on end, frankly a year, it's been narrowing in like this. And when it breaks out, it should be very interesting. Now, day-to-day breakouts I don't worry about on a chart like that. That's going to be the monthly breakout. We'll see which way it goes. The weekly charts have seen a lot of recovery. So when we come to the gold market and we look at the weekly, the overall pattern was the market had come up, saw a good-sized correction back to 1194.5, rallied about $100 an ounce, fell back into the low 1200s, and then came back up from there, and you're now up from that area maybe $40, $50. You can see, excuse me, that break low was 1226.90. Now, I'm still calling this a down thrust because as the market came up here, it kept moving higher, and when you broke on this pattern, you broke these lows. So the key is 1287.40 to keep that going on a weekly basis. When I come to just the weekly charts, the pattern is one of, now look at these big lows, higher lows, but this low, because it took out that one as the key low. And then you went up, made a new high, broke back, and now you're rallying again. So the pattern is one that until you take out 1214.30, the swing line will stay up on this. As we come to key moving averages, the pattern had broken down, tried to get as low as the 100-day moving average, 100-week moving average of closes, not day, these are weekly charts, came back, and now it has got 2 weeks over this number. For those of you that watch some oscillators, I'm going to get to that in a minute, and keep your eye on the MACD. I'm not showing that here, but it's right up at that key line in the marketplace, and we'll see if it can cross that zero line with this big rally that's happening. As I look at how the market's doing here on Bollinger Bands, you got higher lows, higher highs. You're holding all this. The resistance level's 1293, and the support level is going to be 1242. Momentum, well, it is turning back up, not surging, just turning back up because the latest readings here are 63.57 and 62.91, so they're trying to cross back to the upside. And if you go to your MACD, which I don't show on these charts, they too are trying to do that. On the silver weekly chart, by the way, sometimes you'll see these right here. It means the May contract, which we don't follow at this point, is expiring, and then the next month of July takes over. But that's all that it means. Gives you an idea about that. The key support areas held, the combination of the 100-week average and the lower Bollinger Band. The resistance on the weekly chart is going to be the 1750 area. Momentum pointing up, but hasn't crossed anything in a major way. Sort of what's going on in the same story in the gold market. In the copper market, contra to the daily chart, this market has not given up the bigger picture of bearishness. Lower highs, lower lows. All you did is rally to challenge the upper 18-week moving average of closes, and the market is getting a reversal for the week. Not going to look good on the chart still. Should this coming week take out this week's low, this will become the next important high this week's of 261. In the platinum market, if you'll notice, you've got a pattern here of a higher high, a lower low, and you rallied, actually now with today's big gains, back into the 18-day average of closes. The market's no longer a bear market. It had been for a while. When it hit the lower Bollinger Band, it lost that. It's gone back to neutral territory, momentum pointing up, but no trend that I can pinpoint there. In the palladium market, the big decline also that happened this week, well, it's run its course, and the market pulled right back to the 18-week moving average and holding there. The momentum is still down in this market overall, but again, you don't have on the weekly charts big trends right there. In the dollar index, the market's got a clear pattern of lower highs, lower lows. What it's done today is it's fighting to see if it can get back over the lower Bollinger Band so as to not to have 2 weeks of them, but momentum is still pointing down. So I view that as just a bounce in an overall bearish market. If it wants to make a challenge next week early on, maybe the 100-week average of in green here at 97.66.5 could be a number, but this market still looks like it's headed lower. So when you put that all together, an interesting week coming up, and a lot of these charts are going to come alive with what we call chart of the day. You're going to get new patterns. It's happening now in a number of key markets. And what happens is a market may go up, it starts marching around, and when it lets go, you start getting down counts or up counts. And that happens off sideways action, which we've had in a number of markets. Now, what we do at the Linn Associates firm is we prepare different ones. Like today we did one on the Mexican peso. We do them on spreads from time to time. Gold versus silver might be one that we do. But you get them all for free. And we try to get at least one a day. Sometimes we put out bonus ones. How you get it is you sign up for it, and it's free, as I said. Either call us. You can go to our website. You'll see chart of the day. Price counts is another word for it. Sign up for that. You can click right up here, which is going to be the icon of YouTube. That will come up. Or under us on some websites, you will see that it says, click here for Ira's free offers. Do so. It'll be right in that group. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday. Remember, while the markets have electronic sessions open in a number of markets starting Sunday night till noon on Monday, I won't be in the office. You have a great day. I will talk to you all Tuesday.